What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I'm Craig, and we're going to be going over the markets. As you guys know, the U.S. markets are not open today, but the DXY is moving. Gold and silver still move. We're going to take a look at what's going on in the charts and why I want to explain that some people have been talking about some pretty funny stuff. So I'm going to go into it in a minute, but make sure you guys smash those thumbs up. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think of this, and just curious to see what everybody's thoughts are. So there's certain people saying that Bitcoin controls the market, right? Or Bitcoin runs on its own even. Guys, Bitcoin is 100% dependent on what the traditional markets do. May that change in the future? Possibly. But is it changing right now? No. Bitcoin is still a high-risk asset. It's not in its own theme. So if the traditional markets have a big dump, crash, whatever you want to call it, Bitcoin is not going to be able to hold up. I want to show you guys this chart right here. This is the Dow, and this is when Bitcoin was created right here. Do you see that it's been in a bull market the whole time? And when it had its pullbacks, Bitcoin had its pullbacks, which I believe that's all they were. I believe we are in the first bear market. I still believe that. True bear market, right? In Bitcoin. I think the Dow is still got a lot more to correct here. Probably into the end of this year, middle or end, September, October-ish. If it goes longer than that, it may be a lot worse than I even think. But I still believe we have a huge drop coming for the Dow Jones, which will roll into everything else in the traditionals. Take a look at the DXY. So this is what everybody is. Well, this is how everybody likes to look at it, right? Because DXY is going to zero. It's over. The dollar's dead, right? As you guys know, we've been watching these fib levels right here. We got a dip below our 0.5 fib, but it did hold as support, came back up, and we talked about this in the last few videos, right? We are above the EMAs here. We are above our 8, 13, and 21. Right now, we're playing around our 55, and we got rejected at our 200 EMA exactly as we expected, right? Will that hold as a rejection? I doubt it. But of course, we were going to get some resistance here. That's the 0.382 fib along with the 200 EMA on the daily, right? But what people don't want to talk about, this is a pullback. Look at the big picture. That's just a pullback. The dollar's not dead yet. Maybe in the future, but the dollar isn't dying anytime soon. I do believe we get above this 104.67 and hold support. Then our next level is going to be the 0.236 fib, which is 108.56. And then we'll watch in there. That may range. It may just shoot straight up. But as you can see what the dollar does on each one of these fib levels, right? They play at it, bounces, takes it for support, goes up to the next one, make sure it's support, so on and so forth. So once we get above this, we'll do that again. Could we come back down and retest this and get one more push up in Bitcoin? Possibly. And we'll that would be around that 101.5 again. If that happens, we'll look at the bullish case for Bitcoin and see where that might be going, right? So let's take a look at that now. As you guys know, this is our monthly, right? The monthly close has to be below 23.3, or let's say it has to be above 23.327 on the monthly, right? We still have a week before the monthly close. Would have to be above the 23.3 to invalidate the hidden bearish divergence on the monthly. Just a quick look at this, guys. Everyone's extremely bullish for no reason right now, right? And we're going to talk about the validation, invalidation points, targets. I also want to show you guys on, as you guys know, my sponsor, Prime XBT, they are having a contest where you can win money finding bugs in their beta. They're trying a new, adding some new stuff into the system, and you can trade on it for absolutely free with free funds. We'll go over that in a minute, but and you can actually win if you find some bugs in their trading stuff. So anyways, as you guys know, if we do close above this, we could be bullish. Let's look at our EMAs on the monthly. Our monthly EMAs are 13 EMA is around 25,877. 21 EMA is around 27,850. Let's go into the weekly. As you guys know, This is our weekly 23 or 24. 362 was where we needed to close last week's to invalidate this hidden bearish divergence, which we did not. We closed below that. See our old close back here. We closed below it at 24.3, a little below 24.3, I believe. Yeah, right around 24.3. So we were watching that. We closed below it. Now, does that mean this week is going to have to close below? No, but will it? Most likely, especially where the monthly is. So I do think we're going to get a big rejection. Even if we look at this as a real trend line touching, we could get one more spike up here to that 55 EMA. Remember, the 55 EMA is our invalidation point for me thinking we're going to much lower lows, and that's around 25.8. And again, what do we need? We need one weekly candle to open and close the same candle above 25.8 to invalidate my count. I'm going to show you other reasons I believe we have another low coming, at least one more low, possibly two. But I do think the end of this bear market will possibly be sometime in September, October of this year. I have not changed that theory for over a year. If you look, I'll leave at the end of the video, my video from December 12th, December 2nd, 2021, where I told you I believe the bottom of the bear market will be in September or October of 2023. I said that over a year ago, and everything is still holding true unless we hit my invalidation points, right? So let's take a look at, let's go into here. It's called the Crypto Futures Bug Bounty for Prime XBT. I have a link down below. You can join them. It's totally free. But if you go over to once you sign up using my link, you can also use my promo code SAVVY50 to get a $7,000 bonus. SAVVY25 will get you 25% off of your fees. But you can join this contest section right here. Go into the Bug Bounty 3. Trade in there if you find any. It tells you what you can report over here, like unauthorized withdrawals of funds, incorrect profit loss calculation, and it tells you how much each bug is worth, right? Also, it's a great way to learn how to use the exchange without any risk, right? But you can actually win stuff, so definitely check it out if you guys haven't. You can trade Forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, pre-markets, post-markets, everything, all from one exchange. And mind you, the markets aren't open today, so today's kind of like weekend, so you can get some crazy wicks or whatnot still. Tomorrow's market open, I will get a video out before the open to kind of see what's going on after what happens today. But here we go. Here is our bullish outlook, right? Here, we'll give you your bullish targets and then back to the bearish targets. But we looked at this top dotted line right here as a falling wedge, and a breakout of that gets us up to that 31.5 range, if that's the case. I personally don't think we're going there, but it is a possibility. I repeat, it is a possibility. We've talked about it for about a month, but I just don't think we are going to see that. Now, we also had a measured move of this falling channel, which we dipped back below, right back above. That also gets us to that 31.5. But remember, 25.8 is the range I've been watching forever, which is the 55 EMA on the weekly. A weekly open and close above that, then we start to look different at our views here. But as of right now, let's see where we got to go to break back down. Inside this channel is going to be extremely bearish if it happens, and that's going to be around the 22.4 range. So a drop below there, open and close the daily below 22.4. Our next stop for a bounce is looking at around 18,000. Then after that, all the way down to these levels. As you guys know, I think our false bottom, I've said that also for well over a year, false bottom sometime in February or March. We're getting to the end of February. We still have a month of March to hit the false bottom, get a false rally, and then another dump. This is all going to take time. People are getting so excited when what's happening was expected this whole time, right? Here's our 4 hour. Let's take a little closer look at the 4 hour here. So could we be making a rising broadening wedge here? If so, we could get a wick as high as 26.4, 26.5 range in the 4 hour. Now, if that happens, a bunch of people are going to say, especially, I won't mention no names, but especially people will be like, I knew it, we broke it. But remember, it's got to have a weekly open and close, one weekly candle open and close above 25.8. So we can get wicks up. So if we did do this, right, we got a wick up here, come back down, depending on when, if, when, and where it broke. Let's say it came down, within the next few days. This would be the 25th. So before the end of this week, right, we would, if we do that, break down past this 21.8, our measured move target is going to be around 16.8, which look at that. That lines right up with this high volume node and everything else. So a lot of this stuff is lining up. I don't think we're going to, I don't think we have reversed yet. I definitely don't think we've reversed. We've talked about this many times. I still think we have much lower to go, guys. So let's talk about the Wall Street cheat sheet real quick. As you can see, once you have a big bear market like this, right, here was a false bottom right here. You got to rally up, came back down, made a lower low, and then everybody. But look at the length of this compared to the length of this, right? Look how long it really takes for a recovery. And your bottom is way over here, right? Let's take a look at where we're at. So this, people think, is just going to continue up from here is highly unlikely. This should draw out. Like I said, a true bottom possibly September, October of this year. That would be right around here. And then a slow, not a big new all-time high in 4 years type deal. I don't think that's going to happen. And man, if it does, great. Then, then the 4-year cycle remains true and just buy every 4 years, sell every 4 years, and you'll become rich. I highly think, I highly doubt that's going to happen. And I do believe there's a very good possibility we don't see new all-time highs for a very long time. I've made videos on that in the past. I'm not going to make it right now because Bitcoin's going up a little bit and I might hurt people's feelings. But if you look at where people were telling people to buy and long this whole year over here, right? They get this little rally and now there's like, I called the bottom. You called the bottom over here. You called the bottom over here. You called the bottom up here. And so all of this loss, all of a sudden you made it all back here. No, they're getting a little excited because they're so far underwater that it's looking a little bit better now. But in reality, let's go from the all-time high to where we're at now. And we are still 64% down, 64% down. And they're claiming victory. We have not broken the invalidation point yet, 25.8. Right now, we're still pretty much getting rejected at the 200 EMA. And if you look back in the past, that 200 EMA, we've never spent this much time below it. Could we get a wick above it and come back down? Well, we already have. Could we get another one? Possibly. But guys, there's nothing saying there was a macro reversal here at all. It's just not here. So let's look at the bubble pop pattern. So this is not an Elliott wave count, guys. It's just a bubble pop pattern. For one, at Elliott wave count, fifth wave can't be a correction, right? A correction is a ABC or a complex correction. This is not a correction. This is, not a correction yet. It's going to take a long time. So right here, same thing, 25.8. Remember what I showed you in the cheat sheet. Markets don't reverse in this little a time after a dump like this. And yes, you can say, but Bitcoin's different. It is not any different. Bitcoin is a market. What are markets? They're based on human emotions and smart money, taking money from the little guys. We are the little guys. You got to play with them, not against them. The other thing right here, this is Nintendo bubble pop, right? And you can find this in many charts. But you can see they got a rally right here. This rally was 65%. What's this rally we're in so far? 65%. But you see what happened after that. You don't think everyone was super excited right here? Big, huge rally in the middle of a bear market. So the bear market's over. No, it's a bear market rally. It's gaining exit liquidity to continue down. just like we're doing here. Could we go a little bit higher? Yeah, it's possible. Either way, it's still just a bear market rally, in my opinion, with new lows coming, guys. Let's take a look at this. Same thing. Look at this rally here. Let's see what that was. From there to right here to right here. That was an 84% rally. Look at that. Huge rally, right? Guys, same type stuff we're seeing. Just a bear market rally, getting everyone excited. We're going to make new lower lows, and then you're going to have the something is going to be in the news where they can blame it on. It was this fault, just like FTX. It was FTX's fault for the dump. How did we call that all a year ahead of time then? I don't know how else to explain it to you guys. Just be careful out there. Be careful who you're listening to. Some people claim that, 2 years ago they were different and, oh, sorry, they made bad calls and they shilled bad projects and they'll never do that again. And now they're shilling projects again in a different way to try to make it look like they're not. Be careful out there. Love you guys. Smash those thumbs up. Leave your comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for daily updates, and I'm out.